Looks like I've been a bad boy. I got a warning email from Microsoft customer support today in my Hotmail inbox. Dear customer, we've identified inappropriate use of the Windows Live Hotmail service involving email harassment. Be aware that inappropriate use of the service is in violation of the terms of use you agreed to when signing up for Windows Live Hotmail. Goes on and gives us the URL to go to if I needed to verify that indeed I did agree. I signed up for Hotmail in, can't remember the month. I think it was like February or March of 1997. It was really new. The reason I did this is because I worked for an internet service provider in Maryland when I was stationed in Aberdeen Proving Ground. I got assigned to Korea for my third tour. Went to Korea and I needed a way to access my email at the internet service provider. So I needed some sort of web-based email, and I was hoping that there was such a thing because this is, you know, the web in its infancy. And I found Hotmail, and it wasn't Microsoft back then. It was, I don't know who. Look at the wiki, I guess, and you could find out. But to make a long story short, which I can never seem to do, I got my Hotmail, and I've had my Hotmail, but over the years, it's become just about worthless because not only does my Hotmail address have a pretty common name in Kevin Morgan, and the address is kevinmorgan@hotmail.com. I get spammed to death with Hotmail, and so I don't really use it. I use it for if I need an address at a place that they want a valid email address to confirm that I have an email address. I'll use it for that. I used to use MSN Messenger, so I've kept it. Sentimental value. I've had it for quite a while, 13 years or whatever. But every once in a while I'll run across a case of mistaken identity, as I did with some sort of school or school's fundraiser, and I noticed that this woman sent out an email to apparently all of the parents in this program that they have. I'm not going to read the email, but basically what it was talking about was this thing called Pennies to Dollars, and they were doing this fundraising drive or whatever. And I noticed that she puts everybody in the CC line, which really drives me nuts. When I see my name, my email address, which, like I said, this isn't that big a deal. But if it was an email address that I use, and somebody puts my email address along with 80 other email addresses on the CC line so everybody can see it, it just drives me absolutely batty. There's a frickin' feature called BCC, and if you're sending out an email to this many people, you should probably put all of those names in the BCC line and put your own in the to line or whatever. That way, everybody doesn't see everybody else's email address. Some of these people might not want their email address out there, so it tempts me to no end to make a point. And while, you know, it is kind of a crude way to make this point, what I did was I replied all, and I said, this is talking about a fundraiser, I said, just want to run this by everyone. How about next year we whore out the moms for, I don't know, $25 a shot? And I sent it out. Expecting, I didn't know what to expect, actually. I didn't know if this was real. I didn't know if it was some sort of scam or whatever. Oh, it was real. I got a reply back from a few people. And one woman was outraged or whatever. And I understand that they were outraged. But I came back, you know, kind of saying, hey, you know what? You guys ought to be kind of mad at I'm not going to name the name of the person that sent the email, but if I was you guys, I'd be kind of mad at them for putting your email address so, you know, anybody could get it that's on there. Obviously, whoever's validating these email addresses isn't doing a very good job, because the person that sent it to me, I found out by Googling that person's email address that it's, I think it was in New Mexico? I can't remember. This was a few days ago. And I found the business that person belonged to. I found that person's cell phone number. All kinds of things like this. I could probably take the email addresses and Google them and find out more information than they would care for me to know about. Now, I'm not going to do anything with their stuff, but if this kind of stuff falls into somebody else's hands, who knows? I mean, I'm just saying, it just makes me mad at the ignorance of people that, I mean, you don't have to have a license to use the internet, but, so anyways, this woman, I sent back to her, I said, I was just kidding. How about $30, you know, or something like that. And then this other woman did come back and talk about how she was trying to raise her kid, and I think she actually thought I was the guy that they really intended the email to go to, which may or may not be another Kevin Morgan. I'm not sure. But I wrote an apology to her, and what I think I'm going to do is send this video to that whole list of 80 people. But I'm going to risk further reporting of, you know, maybe harassment from Microsoft. Or to Microsoft. And I could get my 13-year-old Hotmail account deleted. Of course, I could just make another different account on something other than Hotmail, like Yahoo or Gmail or something, and send it to them there. But I'm going to poll the 12 users that will probably watch this. Should I use my Hotmail and send them the video? Should I not send them the video at all? Or should I make a different account and send an email? I don't know. Maybe it's a dumb thing to even ask. But I'm just doing it for the lulz, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to end for now. And let me know what you think.